kid.
Because you're a classical boy, and we are now live. Oh shit!
Whoa.
Oh, it lets me. I can choose. I can choose any of the old any of the skins for this one.
You know
Interesting.
what? You know what there needs to be? There needs to be someone needs to make a ranking a ranking of live action Batmans and potentially animated voice actor Batmans as well.
Hmm.
Ranked by how good their Batman voice is, and by Batman voice I mean the growly one that they intimidate people with.
This is true. Is this what we're doing?
No, because I haven't listened to enough Batman.
You'd have
Batman.
to do it off your very meager memory of it then.
Yeah, I just remember that. Oh, what was it? I think it was one of the Tim Burton ones. What was it? Who portrayed him as? Was it Michael Keaton at that time?
In the Tim Burton ones, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was him that. Is it him that has the like really "I'm Batman"-ish one, or is that someone
Yeah,
else?
it's not the most growly. It's quite. It's. I feel like it's kind of pretty close to Michael Keaton's just normal voice, except he's kind of doing this like whispery thing. He's like,
Yeah,
"I'm Batman." He kind
I'm
of whispers it,
Batman.
but without losing the actual volume
I
that
heard
he
that was
needs.
ad-lib. I can't remember if that was even
What
accurate.
the? What are you?
I'm Batman. Like he
I.
was supposed to say something else, but he just said I'm Batman.
The weird thing about Keaton's is when he gets shot loads and he'll just like fall over and then he gets back up and that scares the shit out of criminals. Like that's one of his things about being like this kind of mystical kind of
Yeah.
legend is that as like criminals could shoot him but he'll get back up.
Yeah.
That's always the
Which I mean, it does make sense because like even in like even if you're wearing like bulletproof stuff,
yeah,
bullets do hit like
and they hurt.
yeah, and they hurt. So if you get shot, like the bulletproof vest will save your life, sure, but like it'll still hurt like hell, and you're probably gonna be bruised. Worst case scenario, you've got a bit of a fracture in whatever bone
Hmm.
was closest by. So you're like ordinarily, yeah, this person wouldn't be getting up, but his Bruce Wayne being peak physical condition and just too much willpower to sit down like that.
Unless it doesn't really hurt that much, but he's kind of trying to add to that mystique.
Plus, plus, for all we know, his suit is far and away better than whatever crap we've made.
Fair enough.
I mean, a grapple gun like that, like the one you're using right now,
Yeah.
is probably impossible to make. I'm just gonna say.
Eh, it depends.
I mean, I'm not gonna like put that off of the table entirely, but
I mean, I feel
yeah,
like
it's
it's.
good.
Oh shit. Oh, good, that was lucky. I feel like it's fairly. Wait, have I got this now? Fuck yeah. Gotta love that. Free flow focus. Backclaw disarm. I actually find that quite annoying sometimes. I do prefer just grabbing a guy and pulling him towards you to clothesline him.
Oh
But
yeah,
then if they're
that
holding a
is.
weapon, it just pulls the thing out of their arms, and it's like, yeah, but I get some damage on them as well as, yeah, predator.
Wayne.
What does this do? When achieving objective without using special combat, you will for uh, I feel like there are some things that are better that I'll find eventually, but
God, I know it's a thing, but like, damn.
hmm,
Sorry, it's just onto that ranking, and right at the top to represent them as a whole. I guess they went for the first one. Oh, that Well, actually, it turns out
You
it's
should
not the
probably
first
introduce
one.
this to the stream because we talked about it before we started the
Yeah.
stream, but you haven't actually.
Well, I found this ranking, so to tie in with the whole Marvel Plus shows we've been doing recently.
Been
I
talking
found a
about and ranking and
on a
whatnot.
website called themarysue.com.
Oh Christ! Oh Jesus Christ! Oh God! Oh no! we found the people that She-Hulk was making fun of.
Oh God!
That
Oh
is what
God!
this
Oh
is.
man! Oh God! Oh man! Then this is going to be
Oh.
a laugh and a half, isn't it?
Should we really be, like, speaking their words on stream, though? Should we really be giving them, well, not more audience, but more validity? Fuck off with your new side mission. Oh,
I
someone's about
mean,
to get shot. Cool.
I can look for another ranking if that's if
Um, no, I think it's maybe just see how they rank it, but don't read too much of why, because other than like if it's really funny or stupid, because some of these people are going to be real stinkers. I just completely killed Bradley's vibe.
Da, 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 da.
If they're so outlandish, like with their just absolute, just
Believe it or not, it's kind of not like that at all. I'm
oh
surprised.
wow, okay.
It's called the Mary Sue, but I had a little peek at the at their entry for She-Hulk, and I thought, oh right, okay, that's
not actually horrendous. Oh, what the fuck?
Unless this line is like, I just read this line, and unless it's I'm taking the line out of context, and it's supposed to be absolutely dripping with sarcasm. Only the most cold-hearted, delusional viewers will fail to sympathise with Walters, who is treated terribly, used, and attacked for merely being a woman.
Oh shit! Who'd have been it? Who'd have been it?
Is it a strong? I don't know. Maybe it's not even like anything like that at all, and the name is kind of unexpected.
Unless they're kind of taking the name of that,
Yeah.
taking the name back somewhat, because it's obviously
Yes.
it's kind of a criticism of female characters being too perfect or some shit. So maybe it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I have this now. I forgot I have this now.
Right. Shall I start then?
Yes. Eddie, do you know what's going on in Arkham? Because it's like I'm just going to places.
Yeah. Right now you're finding Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze, I'm looking for the cold. But
Captain Cold, Mr. Freeze.
Captain Cold is Flash. But
Yeah,
in the Injustice game, they are literally replaceable.
I'm just trying to think of other ice-related.
Killer Frost.
Oh, Killer Frost. Yeah, I can't believe it.
Icicle Junior, Icicle Senior. Watch Young Justice season 1. There's I think the first episode is just all the ice villains have teamed up. For one reason or another. But yeah, no. It's like, oh, we've gone to find Mr. Freeze, but oh no, Penguin's got him, so we've got to go and, well, find out where Penguin is. And Penguin isn't known for wanting to be cold, so you can't just use the old tracker thing.
Yes.
Oh shit, have these been rigged to blow? I can't remember. No, they have not. Good. Anyway, Bradley, your list.
Okay, my list, and by my list I mean someone who...
Yeah, don't say your list.
Yeah, this ain't my list, first and foremost. Anyway, here we go.
I'm gonna restart this checkpoint
Might as
while
well.
you do that, because I
Might as
just
well
fucked
read
up.
out the introductory part. Disney Plus has been quickly building up an impressive array of Marvel content on its platform. First, the platform began releasing original Marvel TV shows that share continuity with the MCU. This gave us series such as WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Hawkeye. Beginning in March 2022, Marvel also began the process of migrating its other Marvel series over. Originally, the Defenders franchise found its home on Netflix and encompassed several different series, including Daredevil, The Defenders, and Luke Cage. Two past Marvel series that also aired on ABC, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter, were also available to stream on Netflix. However, in March, all of those shows were taken off of Netflix and made quickly available to stream on Disney+. Hence, all of Marvel's live-action TV series are now consolidated on Disney+. This makes for a whopping total of 18 live-action Marvel series on Disney+, and that number is only continuing to grow. The year 2023 will be ripe with Marvel Disney Plus original series, as it will see the releases of Secret Invasion, Echo, Loki, Season 2, Ironheart, and more. Here's every live-action Marvel series on Disney Plus so far, ranked worst to best. Okay, so this is actually including everything, as it
What?
turns out, not just the Disney Plus shows, but also the Defenders and
What,
other things.
everything that came on since? That's interesting.
Yeah. So there's 18 slots here, as
Bloody
opposed
hell.
to. So yeah, a lot to get through. But I find it very hard to disagree with the first. It's going bottom to top, right?
Right,
I
yeah.
find it very hard to disagree with their slot for 18. What? Inhumans.
Oh, yes.
Oh, what a start! Inhumans is the only Marvel show on this list that was unequivocally a failure. Great first sentence. Inhumans follows the Inhuman royal family who, after a military coup, barely escaped to Hawaii. Once there, they must overcome internal conflict to save the world.
Oh, it's her. Oh, Inhumans are. Why the hell did I hear Eternals?
Oh. Why did you hear Eternals? That's a movie.
No need to be gentle.
That also came out this year? No, it didn't. Yes, it did. When did Eternals come out?
Fair enough. That must have been this year. That feels like it was this year. I'm going to assume it was this year.
Yeah.
And I'm still going to look it up. Eternals. What? No. 2021. Oh, late 2021. Okay, fair enough. Okay, that's not that. That's, yeah. Okay.
You see one of Joker's crew, waste him. What about Batman? Kill him too.
The series premiered on ABC in 2017 and ran for only one season before it was cancelled. However, Anson Mount, who portrayed Black Bolt, recently reprised his role for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Inhumans scraped by with a meager 11% on Rotten Tomatoes, and has been slammed by critics and Marvel fans alike. Perhaps the biggest problem was that the show appeared extremely cheap, which is odd for a Marvel production. The costumes, visual effects, and set design were so poorly put together that the characters honestly looked like cosplayers at times. Not only that, but it was painfully dull and did not come close to doing justice to the colourful, vibrant, and powerful Inhuman royal family. Yep, can't argue with any of that, really. What do you think?
I think I don't have anything wrong with that. Come on, dude. Yeah. Come around the corner, Orange Skeleton Man. Come on. Fuck. Come on. Yes, got him.
Yeah, that was going to happen, wasn't it? Number 17 on this list is Iron Fist.
Ooh, Jesus! I mean, what, are they just, are they putting the entire series?
Yeah, sadly it is the entire series. Season
in
2,
one
personally,
go.
I think it brought it back a little bit, but Season 1
Wait,
was really
Daredevil had better be top, or this is all bullshit.
Okay, Iron Fist was one of the only Defenders shows that really missed its mark. The series hit Netflix in 2017 and saw Finn Jones as Danny Rand, a man who returns home to New York City after being presumed dead for 15 years. Once home, he must reclaim his family's business from the Meacham family, while also balancing his secret identity as Iron Fist. The series received largely negative reviews and was cancelled after 2 seasons. Jones, unfortunately, wasn't very convincing as Iron Fist, lacking the acting skills and martial arts background necessary for the role. That is harsh!
That is
Ouch!
absolutely brutal. Fucking hell.
Holy moly! I mean, I can't refute the martial arts background bit because I hear he I hear the whole we got to do jump cuts and stuff was because he didn't know any martial arts and they had to heavily use stunt doubles or something. But like,
I think he
That doesn't sound good.
I don't think he trained for season 2.
That's so okay.
But I think that might have also been because of like a really shit setup schedule where he was like working on
right.
like all the acting scene, you know, like lots, like basically just doing all like stuff all the rest of the time, and there was like it was just I don't know, I really don't know, but I kind of do feel like there's a bit of a kind of two sides to that whole thing. Because I've seen him in other stuff, and he's he's all right in other stuff. I don't think he's a bad actor. I think it was just a weird kind of like it was bad writing more than anything else. He was just kind of written really weirdly, and he had the shittest villains to go up against.
That is. Wait, I forgot who. Oh
The
yeah.
hand. It's just the fucking hand.
Oh god, I feel so bad for Sacha Dhawan.
Oh god, yeah. Oh no, he was good. He was a good. He played a good villain and a good friend.
Yeah, he does. It's just like, why does he keep getting roles in, largely negatively received things?
Badly written shows, but normally he's the kind of one glowing part of it, though. So, to be fair.
Let's see. Continue. Meanwhile, the show was dragged down by a very poor script and limited character development.
There we go.
One of the few charms of Iron Fist was Jessica Henwick's stellar performance as Colleen Wing. However, otherwise, there's nothing really else in this series that stood out or solidified it. I should have won with that.
Yeah.
And
Colleen was fucking amazing, though. It's like, yeah, I do. I'm glad that like everyone just basically agreed she was great.
yeah, like importantly, she was, likable. Season one.
I do love this bit,
Danny
Brad.
was a bit of an ass.
So you remember season 2? Danny was an ass.
That's true.
Do you remember, pretty much one of the first things you do in this game is you go and save the church medics and Arkham guards or whatever. They've been kidnapped by the Riddler now.
Oh no.
That was like, how long ago?
Riddle me this, Batman.
They were, how long ago was that?
We're talking, let's see, we've been on...
I mean, the entire plot of this game takes place in one night, so...
Oh my god, you're right.
Less than an hour, probably.
Yeah. Wow, that is rough. God, imagine getting saved by Batman and then you immediately get kidnapped again and have to get saved
also, by
Batman.
the fucking Riddler, who's, like, the shittest one. The shittest villain, and in these games, not even very smart. He's kind of an asshole idiot.
I hear
What up,
he gets
dude?
I hear he gets all pissy when you start, like, getting more trophies and solving more riddles.
I think, actually, no, he basically just ghosts you in this game.
Oh my god.
In Arkham Knight, he's like, how many, you've got, Batman, you've got how many riddles left? 5? The fuck? So, in, oh yes! That's the upgrade I was saving for. I love that thing. You'll see in a second. I got to counter 5, and then... Everyone on the floor stays down. It's beautiful. Let me know when you see it.
Which thing? The jumpy thing where you...
The jumpy thing where I then shoot a load, throw a load of batarangs out, and it
yes.
instantly takes out anyone on the floor. I love it. It's so good, especially in Arkham Knight, where you often find yourself dealing with massive hordes of enemies. You get that, and you get the ×5 thing where you can unlock it after 5 hits rather than 8. And you can deal with about 20 people in a minute if you just keep doing 5 hits and then taking all of those 5 to, four to 5 people down.
What was with that ending though? Like, the ending actually had me, expecting more, so to speak. Like, I know it got cancelled and everything, and
What, Iron Fist? Oh, where he's dual wielding pistols.
Pulls out two pistols and like Iron Fists the bullets or something. And then Colleen's also like Iron Fist charging up her sword or something.
Well, she's the main one now, but he's got like some remnants. I don't really understand how it works. If
because he lost it.
He lost it, but then didn't get it back. But they took it from Davos, but now they both have it.
Yeah.
It was cool that she got like the arm tattoo.
Oh yeah.
I do. Yeah, it would be really cool if she came back as like Iron Fist with Dan. I would like to see, Finn Jones come back with a better script and maybe some more enthusiasm.
Yes.
All right, we are at Le Penguin Mansion.
Oh, 16. Number 16. I was not expecting this to be this low, but damn, it's the Punisher.
What? No, fuck off. Punisher is like one of the better ones, man.
Yeah, true.
Definitely better than, I think, basically all of Netflix clears all of the Disney Plus.
That's yeah, pretty much.
Like,
if I was going to rewatch something, I'd be rewatching Defenders stuff.
Yeah, God, it's like, it's like, as we were talking about last week, I was quite happy, I'd rewatch certain episodes of Disney Plus quite happily, but I don't really see myself watching the entire series all the way through perfectly. I'd skip an episode maybe if I was going to do like a start to finish one.
Well, let's see how this person justifies themselves regarding.
Surprise, they don't.
After first appearing as Frank Castle, aka the Punisher in Daredevil, John Bernthal went on to lead his solo series, The Punisher. The show follows Castle's continued mission of vengeance against those responsible for the deaths of his family. However, he finds that the criminal underworld goes much deeper than what was done to him and sets off to fight it in the most lethal way possible. The Punisher received some mixed reviews, but it certainly wasn't a bad series. Bernthal's portrayal of Punisher is nothing short of iconic. Still, the show was hurt by a very slow start and remains a bit shaky and predictable throughout. Also, the Punisher has also been a bit of a problematic character since his brutality is markedly wrong, regardless if his motive is seemingly right. Having a series devoted to him made it a little more difficult to find him relatable, and almost seems to glorify his violence.
Jesus Christ, these guys have not read the comics, because he is a monster in the comic. He is actually not human. He's like, there's no morality there. He's like, the moment he gets back, he's almost relieved that his family dies because it means he can, stop pretending he's normal and just like get back to a war. In the series, he's fucking human, and he does what he does out of a sense of justice and revenge and all that shit and getting the job done. Yeah. But, good God, that's a bad reading of the Punisher series. I feel like they just read one of the comics and went, I know what the TV show's about.
15, and this is borderline unforgivable. 15 is the Defenders, which makes Punisher worse than Defenders, huh? What?
Fuck off. No, I mean Iron Fist is better than Defenders.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
at least
needed more time.
season 2 of Iron Fist season 2 being 8 episodes was perfect because I feel like season 1 was too drawn out. I'm gonna
Yeah.
save up some points because I have no fucking clue where not. Oh wait, hang on. There we go. Blade Torch takedown. That's what we want. Hold. Oh, we're releasing press between each swipe. I love that.
One of the jammer signals disappeared. Sorry, Mr. Cobblepot.
The Defenders was an exciting crossover event and the culmination of 4 of Netflix's Marvel series. The show brought together a vigilante team consisting of Daredevil, Charlie Cox, Jessica Jones, Kristen Ritter, Luke Cage, Mike Coulter, and Iron Fist, Jones. After heading
Jones.
them, just Jones.
Oh, I guess because... Are you
Finn
serious?
Jones dead earlier. Me or this?
No, I went to do a double takedown and they immediately spotted me instead.
Oh, wow.
That's some bullshit. Anyway, but no,
Yeah,
I mean, fucking Defenders had its moments, but because it's the Hand, like, they even just,
Yeah.
they fucking ruined Madame Gao. That's the biggest crime of the Defenders. They made Madame Gao force sensitive and not a threat. Madame Gao in Daredevil and Iron Fist was a threat with never actually having to do anything herself. She just sat in a room drinking tea and was the most threatening person in the room, even when Kingpin was right there. That's how good Madame Gao was, and they fucking ruined her, putting her into actual combat and giving her force powers. Do you remember that?
Oh my god, I'd forgotten.
Like, she
But now
She throws Luke Cage against a car with some fucking force push bullshit.
Oh my god. I can't believe I forgot that.
It is the weirdest shit.
After heading out their respective solo series on Netflix, these 4 vigilantes teamed up in New York to fight a common enemy, the Hand. The Defenders was a huge delight, especially for fans of Netflix's other Marvel series. The plot was strong. What? The dynamic between the team was unique, and it nicely balanced all of its characters. However, while The Defenders is a solid crossover event, it's still far from perfect. The show suffered from pacing issues and was a bit dragged down by the return of Iron Fist.
Fatality.
Also, the series doesn't properly introduce each of these characters and their stories, leaving those who haven't watched the other series likely to feel a bit lost.
Well, yeah, but who the fuck watches Suspenders without watching the other series first? I mean, I guess, you could watch Avengers without watching the first couple MCU films, but Defenders, it wasn't, it was a TV show set up as a culminant, like, that is so stupid. It criticizes a TV show crossover event, basically. It's like watching, do you think you could watch one of the CW crossover events without watching the shows themselves individually?
I mean, I guess you could, but, that's kind of hard.
Well, it's like, do they introduce the characters well enough to justify? It's like,
maybe. It's hard to say because I've never tried it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like I'm sitting here under the context of a person who does know the Flash and who does know Supergirl and who does know Arrow and all of that.
I mean, that said, I hadn't watched an episode of Supergirl, but I still knew her basic deal when she showed up in those middle events, but maybe that's because I just know the character. Also, Supergirl's not that complicated. They did, well, actually, no, they fucking changed her a lot. But,
especially
but I mean,
her team.
but I guess it's not like they're trying to it's not like they're trying to change who she is, like, drastically. You know, she's basically Superman in the CW show.
Yeah.
But while, you know, Arrow is basically Batman and Flash is basically Superman, so...
Yeah. It's interesting, that.
They went out of the way to make a Flash show that was basically Superman, and then somehow managed to make another Superman show. But to be fair, that was on a different channel at the time, so...
Yeah. Oh yeah, last sentence of this is, still, these minor flaws are hardly noticeable amidst the show's positives.
Basically just Jessica Jones taking the piss out of all this stupid names and shit.
Yeah. Hard to go wrong with a bit of Jess, that is for sure.
I got so lost in this subway the first time I played this game.
Hold on hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on?
What?
Number 14, Luke Cage.
Oh, fuck off. Is this just...
We haven't had a Disney show yet.
Is this just... Wait, maybe they're rating the stuff that's not Disney Plus, you know, original first?
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Maybe it's kind of sectioned off?
Yeah.
If they don't, if we'll know for sure if they put Daredevil fucking anywhere close to the bottom.
Yeah, okay.
Either
so
these people are tripping or... Jesus Christ.
I mean, this is certainly a take, isn't it? Like, it would be a bit of a hot take to put, like, Punisher, Luke Cage this low on a list of all the shows.
Well, they put Punisher below Defenders. I lost respect for these people a long time ago. No, wait, they put... Did I say Luke Cage? I meant Defenders.
Defenders, yeah.
Well, it's true.
Defenders.
I mean, it's true because they did also put Punisher below. I stepped up a second ago. I thought I was going to go through that window. Never mind. Oh, okay. I have to go up the roof. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
Yes, Luke Cage. So, Luke Cage premiered on Netflix in 2016 and introduced Coulter as Cage, a man.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
I guess we're just doing surnames now as well.
Well, it's because they've already been mentioned in the article, so they don't need to.
True enough.
That's why they put Jones for Finn Jones, because they'd already talked about.
They already said Iron Fist.
Yes, thank you. I do like the fact did they really just say introduced in Luke Cage when he was...
Yeah, because he was in Jessica Jones season 1, wasn't he?
Yep. God, he was so good. I really missed them hanging out. Like, it sucks that they didn't do that after season... It's like, he didn't fucking reappear until season 3.
Yeah, and it was just for like a second.
Yeah, after, as kind of like Luke Cage has been cancelled, we should probably justify that batshit crazy ending to Luke Cage season 2.
Yeah, he comes in with his big suit and she's like...
Well, he's the new Cottonmouth, isn't he, basically?
Yeah.
Somehow they managed to justify Luke Cage becoming the bad guy, kind of, in the good way, but I'm like, nah, that's never gonna get... Oh well, and if Claire's left him for this bullshit, well, I trust Claire. Claire knows what she's fucking talking about.
Yeah, Claire was a great, like, connecting character throughout all 4 of them.
Claire was Coulson.
Yeah, yeah, actually, wow. Luke Cage, introduced Coulter as Cage, a man who gained super strength and unbreakable skin following a sabotaged experiment. In the series, Cage returns to his hometown of Harlem as a fugitive, struggling to get his life back together. However, when his city comes under threat, he'll have to abandon his quiet life and confront his past to become Harlem's hero. Luke Cage was an excellent series that received highly positive reviews and won a primetime Creative
Are you
Arts
serious?
Award.
Why are they ranking it so low with these kind of, like, comments?
Yeah.
Also, why do I keep fucking up the stealth?
The series offered strong performances across the board and was socially conscious. In addition to this, Coulter absolutely nailed the role of Cage, providing a nuanced and soulful take on the hero. Despite strong social messages, performances, and themes, the show did suffer from uneven pacing, and the plot and villains are underwhelming at times.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot they're doing season 2 in with season 1 because that's where they that's where some of the villains went a bit weird. I've got to admit.
I'm not. I kind of liked Bushmaster, but maybe that's just because his capoeira like fighting style. I just loved watching that. Like all of his fights, the spins and the flips and all of that. It's just a pleasure to watch every time. So that
I
might
think
have
I would
just
have
given me
liked
some
it
bias.
if I would have liked it more if he actually had powers, but he was literally just a guy getting high,
Yeah.
and that was
Except for that bit where he gets shot and the bullet just doesn't go through him, and he's like, look, I'm bulletproof too, and the
and it's
dude runs
like,
off
how
scared.
did
It's
you
like,
did you
yeah, but
get
why?
experimented on? Nope, I just took some drugs. What?
Just
Like, are you serious? I did like the fact that, you know, after the absolute mess that it caused Luke in season 1, to have one of those bullets that explodes inside of him, also he's like now resistant to them, following
yeah,
following how, you know, how they had to dunk him in acid to get the first bullet out, has basically
yeah,
strengthened his skin even more. That was really cool.
absolutely.
But no, like Bushmaster's whole, like, just give him powers, just make him just the exact same, just give him actual powers rather than weird bullshit.
Coming in at
Anyway,
number
carrying
13.
carrying on.
Coming in at number 13 is Runaways.
I have
Runaways.
never seen it. I have no opinions of it. Although I think Cloak and Dagger show up for one episode,
Oh, really?
and I really liked, well, season 1 of Cloak and Dagger. Season 2 got really fucking dark. Like,
Oh, really?
I think season 2 of Cloak and Dagger is darker than Punisher, honestly.
Whoa, really?
Well, maybe just in the fact that, like, you know, the fact that it's, you know, adults for the most part in Punisher, while Cloak and Dagger, Dagger, I mean, it's kind of, well, no, I mean, I think it's more implied, and you don't see anything, but at one point Dagger gets turned into a, drugged up, sex slave.
Oh my god, okay.
And it's really fucking weird.
When you said, yeah, you're not kidding when you say dark, then are you?
No!
Holy moly. Okay, well that's where the bar is, I guess.
I mean, I think that's worse than all of Punisher, surely.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, Punisher implies some shit, but mostly it was with adults, and, you know, there was a lot of
Cloak and
violence,
Dagger are like,
but with adults, and, you know, Cloak and Dagger are fucking teenagers.
yeah, that is kind of messed up.
It is like, okay, and it's just, and again, they went like a really weird route where because they get their powers from Roxxon drilling for like this weird, basically at a fake oil rig, but Roxxon finds this chemical, or like this like power source instead of oil, that they're drilling for instead. And they're both in the water. Ow. And sorry, concentrating on this bit while I try to remember what happened in Cloak and Dagger, which I watched a long time, like 2015 was the last time. No, it can't have been. Anyway, I watched it a long time ago. Oh, when I was at uni, I believe.
You're
I watched
safe
it for the
for
first time.
now.
And then I watched it again.
You may want to
But,
hold off on thanking him until
they
we
get their
get things
powers
in order,
from,
Christian.
science,
Who are
right?
you?
Yeah.
From
Sorry, man.
scientific shit and energy and all that.
13th precinct, part of the strike team.
So,
Been in here since
the
the
fact
beginning.
that Cloak's powers are very connected to voodoo stuff, because they're in,
Oh man, what was it?
The code.
God, what's the place with,
It's Sarah.
never mind,
Said to tell you
can't
the code
remember.
is Sarah.
You're safe, officer.
That place in America,
Jones, Batman.
very,
Elvis
very,
Jones.
lots of water.
Gordon always said he planned on
Lots
sending
of
Lots
us
of
in.
water?
Lots of
He
water,
wanted
lots
what
of
was
kind
going on
of voodoo and
Guess what we found out?
mystical
There were 10 of us.
attractions and shit.
Still are.
I told Gordon
Any
it was too
idea?
dangerous to send you in.
Not
Stay
really.
here.
Okay, fair
If
enough.
the rest of your team's alive,
That place.
I'll find them.
But it just seems a bit convenient that Cloak's having trouble with his powers, and rather than trying to learn how to use them like Dagger does, or like anyone else would, he's like, I'm gonna get really into voodoo, and then he'll spend like half of series 2 especially going to this voodoo shop and buying candles to like basically learn how to just do normal shit. And it's just a bit odd. That is, the same kind of thing as Bushmaster. It's like, why are you using like weird mystical drugs and voodoo shit to unlock your powers? Fuck. Anyway, sorry. That's yeah. Runaways. That was what we were talking about.
Yes, yes. Given that neither of us have actually seen Runaways, should we just like skip on to the next one?
Well, what do they say about it? Did you already read
Oh.
what they say about it?
No, I have not. So I'll quickly
Oh,
go
hang on.
through
Wait a
it.
second. You gotta see someone get shot in the ass.
Oh, see someone get shot in the ass. That's
always good.
Yeah. I'll watch someone get shot in the
I
ass.
think it's
Wait.
in this game actually where they have Bruce Wayne has brown eyes, and Batman has blue eyes.
Oh,
I don't know why.
that is pretty smart though.
Well,
mean,
yeah, I feel like it's possibly his lenses to help with the detective vision thing.
Yeah, and also like
Secret identity.
Yeah, secret identity
Yeah,
and all.
no, it is clever, but it's also like on the the character profiles, it's like eye color brown, and then for Batman it's eye color blue, and it's like what? Look, you can see when you see him in this cutscene, he's got clearly blue eyes. It's either this game or one of the
Wow,
others.
piercing blue.
Yeah, but it's one of the others that he's got brown maybe.
Listen, I'm what you might call.
Anyway, sorry.
Runaways premiered on Hulu in 2017 and is perhaps one of the most unique shows on this list. The series follows a group of teenagers who unite against their villainous parents and attempt to stop them from creating the supervillain organization Pride. However, taking a stand against their parents leads to them living on the run.
Out of context, that just sounds like all these kids are homophobes.
The series boasts a unique premise, a very diverse cast, and a solid and emotional narrative. One wouldn't think a series of teen heroes would work so well, but Runaways does. It's all about a group of teens finding their power and their voice while uniting against an evil force. Runaways also finds a nice balance between the drama genre and the superhero genre. The only flaw is that the show suffers from predictability and seems a little tentative to dive as deep into the characters and themes as it could have. Alright, coming in at number 12 is...
It's initiation time.
Have you just seen what's next and you're like, what the fuck?
Well, you know that kind of theory we had? Yeah, that's gone out the window. Number 12 is Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh shit, where are they gonna put Daredevil? It's not top.
Well,
Heads will roll. Oh, well, that was a waste.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was Marvel's second original Disney Plus series and sets up a fourth Captain America film. The series follows the mismatched duo Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie, and Bucky Barnes, Sebastian Stan, as they contend with a new threat known as the Flag Smashers. The Flag Smashers are enhanced with a recreation of the Super Soldier Serum and believe that the world was better during the Blip.
You weren't supposed to do
This series definitely benefited from its exploration of social and political topics. Not only did it explore the connotations of society's response to having a black man take up Captain America's shield, but also the stubbornness of politicians and the fallout when the government fails to protect its people. It boasts a strong dynamic between Bucky and Wilson, as well as a poignant exploration of their grief. However, the show suffered from a poor plot, inconsistent tone, and very poorly developed villains. The villains were predictable and unrelatable, and the show couldn't really decide what it wanted to be. As a result, it had some compelling messages, but a plot that didn't complement them.
Hey, it's these fuckers again.
Oh, the
But
large...
the way you defeat them is now completely different, because of course it is.
Really?
Yeah, now you have to cape stun them,
Ultra stun.
which is what I was doing in the last game. I kept getting my ass handed to me because I forgot it was this one. And ironically, because I was so used to the old Batarang thing. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, that's... I mean, I don't know if I put it that low. I do agree that it had some...
It did have
issues
some
of
weak
what is it trying to
villains,
be.
but at the same time, they lost a lot of their scenes to the cutting room floor and COVID,
yeah.
like, fucking up their filming schedule, so...
That's fair, I suppose. Weren't they originally going to have the, some virus be...
yes, going through the camps and shit, and that all had to be cut because of, obviously...
Yeah.
I also feel like they could have done without fucking bombing people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really see why they had to,
Bomb people.
Not yet.
yeah, like, you know, if, it would have been a lot more interesting if the villains were, you could see their point of view a lot more instead
and
of,
they're not really
you could see their point of view, but they're also fucking going far too hard on the whole thing.
Nice of you to join us, Oracle.
But anyway,
Bring Barbara up to speed.
let's see how long it takes me to remember how to do this bit.
Oh no! Number 11, She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Oh man. Here we go. She-Hulk Attorney at Law premiered on August 18, 2022, and proved to be one of the MCU's most daring and unexpected ventures. The series follows Jennifer Walters, Tatiana Maslany. Is that how you pronounce that? Oh,
I don't know, but I just wasted an electric batarang. Damn.
A career-oriented and top-notch lawyer who happens to be the cousin of Bruce Banner, Mark Ruffalo. When the two suffer a car wreck while travelling, some of Banner's Hulk blood enters into a cut on Walters' arm, allowing her to transform into She-Hulk. Walters finds her life uprooted as she balances being a She-Hulk with being a lawyer, and begins specialising in superhuman affairs. Additionally, she faces sexism and harassment from misogynists who can't stand the idea of a woman being a successful lawyer and a Hulk.
Successful, Bradley? Go on, try again, because the first time you said it.
Additionally, she faces sexism and harassment from misogynists who can't stand the idea of a woman being a successful lawyer and a Hulk.
You said it again!
God damn it! Additionally, she faces sexism and harassment from misogynists who can't stand the idea of a woman being a successful lawyer and a Hulk.
There you
Does
go.
that count?
Yes, you didn't say sex this time. Christ, you got something on your mind.
It's speaking hard. Speaking is hard.
Thinking hard. Brain thinking of other things. Is there a picture of She-Hulk? Did you get distracted?
Yes and no. As in, yes, there is a picture of She-Hulk, and no, I didn't get distracted. My tongue just slipped twice in a row.
That's what they all say, Brad. That's what they all say.
She-Hulk Attorney at Law is a delight to watch and one of the most comedic MCU projects so far. Then why have you put it at 11? It also boldly tackles
They
the
do
raging
really
issues.
not seem to understand the whole point of a ranking, do they?
Yeah, I mean, nothing but praise, 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 and then it's like not even halfway up the list yet.
The praise has just got to start going. But I guess that's the kind of thing we had with our when we were ranking. It's like,
I
okay,
guess when
from
you
this
put it
point
like
on,
that.
none of them are bad. They're just not as good.
Yeah, okay,
Maybe
fine.
these guys are having a similar thing.
It also boldly tackles the raging issues of sexism. A large portion of the show is a very
I thought you
serious
were
conversation.
gonna go for that line again just to prove that you could.
A large portion of the show is a very serious conversation on how women are treated in today's society where communities like incels exist. Only the most cold-hearted, delusional viewers will fail to sympathise with Walters, who is terribly treated, used, and attacked for merely being a woman. Despite a strong message and comedic merit, She-Hulk Attorney at Law suffers gravely from holding very few ties to the MCU as a whole, as well as poor pacing and multiple underdeveloped storylines that result in underdeveloped and non-purposive characters. Hello, Titania.
Ooh, that's fair to be honest. Also, I feel like it's weird for them to say it doesn't feel very linked to the MCU when it had how many cameos?
Let's see, we had Wong, we had... Oh my god, we had Wong, we had Bruce.
Blonsky.
That's that Blonsky, you know, those are two big names in the MCU right off the bat.
Yeah. Well, Blonsky less so until this
and
point.
flipping Daredevil, but arguably not MCU at that point,
Yeah.
so to speak. But yeah, there was it felt like there was a lot of MCU stuff in it. It wasn't like, detached or anything. But yeah, okay, number 10 is... Oh, I don't know if I'd want to put that one that low. Number 10 is Jessica Jones.
What the shit?
Please try and justify this one. Jessica Jones hit Netflix on 2015.
I mean, a lot of people don't really like season 2.
Oh, yeah, of course, I forgot. It's all the seasons combined,
Yeah, exactly,
isn't it?
that's the thing. That's the thing, it's like, I don't particularly enjoy season 1. Just because of how...
Jessica Jones?
Yeah,
Just
I mean...
Because of the darkness of it.
Yeah, well, it's like, it's not as fun, I guess.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Well, it's like, she's such a good character, and, you know, I really hate seeing her just, like, fucking miserable all the time, you know, and I like, they struck that balance in season 2 and 3 a little bit better of Jess having, like, a shit time, but not having to, you know, it's not,
Penguin, get that gun.
Not like miserable all the time.
yeah, it's like, you know, but
There's
you know,
drama, but she's coping, and there's moments of
it's
levity.
mixed in. Can you get off my thing, please? Can you fuck off? I can't remember where I have to drop this guy off. Can I drop him off here? Is this enough?
Just drop him off at the local police station.
Can I... What's this? Oh, he's talking. Is he talking? Hang on, I just turn up the volume. My guy, what you do? What you want?
Me? Wait, him or me?
This guy, this skeleton. Okay. He won't get off the raft. Fuck off, mate.
Pull the raft. Wait, you've already pulled the raft. That raft is right next to it. Is this really not where he wants to be?
I don't know. Maybe I just leave him here. Wait, I can't remember. Okay, so I feel like... What's that? Okay, so I want to go... Yeah, left then right. So I want to go to the other side. Shit. Okay. Anyway, continue with the list while I figure out what the fuck is going on.
Will do, okay. Jessica Jones hit Netflix on 2015, and its first season definitely made me think Marvel had dropped their best series yet. The series follows one of Marvel's darker characters, Jones, Ritter, a mysterious woman whose short-lived career as a superhero...
Short-lived?
Did I?
No, I
Short-lived
think
career.
I think you said it right, but it makes me think of liver, and given the
Oh
amount that
right.
Jess drinks, she probably has done some damage to her
Oh
liver.
yeah, that is a good point.
Although
Um.
superhuman, I guess.
Oh yeah, there's that. Does she have something of a healing factor? I can't remember.
I feel like she might. Luke doesn't. Luke's insides are like completely normal.
Yeah, he just
Although he
doesn't
has
take
got super
damage.
strength, doesn't he? He's yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't we tell you that was gonna happen?
Let's see.
Must have slipped
Uh, as a superhero, ended in trauma and tragedy. Yeah,
for a can
that's one
opener.
way of putting it. After her superhero career ends, she works quietly as a private investigator. However, when
Quietly,
Kilgrave... Good point. However, when
like we
Kilgrave...
meet her throwing a guy through a window. I don't think quietly is the operative word.
However, when Kilgrave, David Tennant, the man who ended her career, resurfaces, Jones must rise to stop him. Ritter provided a compelling and nuanced portrayal of Jones, a woman struggling against her own demons. The series was also very unrestrained and delved deeper into mature themes and content. In doing so, it realistically and poignantly explores the human condition, inner conflict, and trauma. Honestly, Jessica Jones's first series was as close to perfection as a show can get. Unfortunately, seasons 2 and 3 were good, but definitely not great. The show lost its edge after season 1, showed a noticeable decline in storytelling, and was on the whole just a bit lackluster. Still, Ritter's performance remained solid from
I
the
think
beginning of the
season
show
3 was
to its
really
end.
good, to be honest. I didn't like what they did with Trish, but I think everything else was really good.
There was a lot to like in season 3 of that, that's for sure.
The
Like
villain was really good as well.
oh yeah, the fact that he had no powers was
Yeah,
just a really careful
absolute
scene.
psychopath. Yeah, he was bloody good. Ow.
What are you gonna do, Batman?
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's like Jessica Jones explored like all of that, like, you know, sexual assault and all that fucking awful shit, but it did it with a lot more kind of care and carefulness. More
Yes.
than anything else. While for it to just kind of happen implied in Cloak and Dagger was what really stands out as just like, oh, you fucked up there. Wait, is Cloak and Dagger going to be on this list? Because they're putting it quite high.
Oh,
Actually.
yeah, good point.
Because we only talked about it because I mentioned that they show up in Runaways.
Yes.
You haven't.
Is Cloak and Dagger
wait.
on as well?
I
haven't
don't.
seen Cloak and Dagger, and I haven't seen
Have you got Prime? Because last time it was on Prime when I
Oh, is
watched
it on
it.
Prime? Okay.
If you've got Prime, then you could watch it. But I would definitely recommend season 1 because season 1 is really good.
That's so okay.
I do really love the way they do the dual narrative and then the way they come together as well at various times, because obviously it's two characters. And they don't always, you know, they don't spend a lot of time together, so it's really interesting the way they do that.
I'll end him for what he's done to me. Penguin's mine.
Oh, okay.
You need to stay focused on that.
Oh, and there's 18 of them, so now that we're at...
You don't understand.
Yeah, so we've just hit the halfway point.
Blimey.
Have it.
With Jessica Jones being the last one before the halfway point.
Penguin is protecting
and starting off the second one is at number 9 is Agent Carter, which, you know,
really?
Because if I can't get past it,
I liked it. It was just that
I liked it, but I found it difficult to get into.
what will happen to Nora?
I watched Agent Carter like I watched the later seasons of The Flash, and that's like my biggest kind of, you know, it's like if I could get work done while watching it, it wasn't compelling enough to keep me involved.
that's a good point. That's fair.
It's like, you know, Luke Cage season 2 and was another one where I, you know, actually picked up my phone to, you know, if you've lost my interest enough to make me want to check my phone,
Yeah.
to, you know, then it's not really gripping me.
Yeah.
I'll get you your suit back.
So let's see what this person says. Even though it's been about 6 years, I'm still mad that ABC cancelled this gem of a Marvel show. Agent Carter premiered on ABC in 2015 and ran for 2 seasons. The series follows Peggy Carter, Haley Atwell, who is working for the Strategic Scientific Reserve (SSR) post-World War II, while balancing work for the SSR with her chauvinistic fellow agents. She is also secretly helping Howard Stark, Dominic Cooper, clear his
Avoid the police.
yeah, clear his name after being framed for supplying deadly weapons to the USA's enemies. Atwell portrayed Carter exceptionally, as she has done every time she's reprised the role. Her dynamic heroism was the backbone of the show. However, the agent plot was mysterious and well done. The show boasted a fun, vintage flair, and it created origin stories for multiple Marvel characters. While the second season faltered in trying to find a strong storyline, the cast's performances largely made up for that. Sadly, despite receiving glowing reviews, Agent Carter had low viewership and was cut by ABC. Now that it's on Disney Plus, maybe it's time for Marvel to revisit this show.
Oh, that would be good. No, I that's the thing. It's like with Agent Carter and with some of them, you know, it's how I got through the later seasons of The Flash, which I still enjoyed because I wasn't paying a lot of attention. Agent Carter, I was working at the time that I should have been watching, or I should have been not. I should have not been watching or working, but I did lose a lot of time working to watching. And it's like for some things it improves my experience a lot to have to not pay full attention. It definitely improves the Flash.
Yes. Number 8 is Hawkeye.
Yeah, I feel like the things they're saying are accurate, but then they don't really seem to understand how numbers work.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
It's like Jessica Jones is amazing. Below this other thing.
Number 10. Jessica Jones Series 1 is the closest it's come to perfection.
At the bottom half of the list.
Yeah. Okay, so Hawkeye. Hawkeye was Marvel's holiday-themed miniseries focused on Clint Barton, Jeremy Renner. The 6-episode series premiered in November of 2021 and saw Barton forced to team up with Kate Bishop, Haley Steinfeld, to confront enemies from his past. While all Barton wants is to make it home in time for Christmas, he is still haunted by his past as Ronin and must contend with those seeking vengeance. This series proved to be a fun holiday twist on a strong Marvel origin story. Hawkeye both introduced Steinfeld's Bishop while also further examining one of the lesser-known Avengers and his Ronin storyline. Additionally, Alaqua Cox's debut as Echo was a show stealer, as was Florence Pugh's reprisal of Yelena Belova. Finally, Vincent D'Onofrio's return as Kingpin was the icing on the cake. It's not a particularly deep or intricate show, however it's fun, exciting, heartwarming and relatable. This is one series that excels by not doing too much and focusing on being simply enjoyable.
This is no good. He won't wake up.
Okay. Yeah. Hello? You still there?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just concentrating.
Ah, okay, fair enough. Shall I move on then? Because number 7 is holy moly. Okay. Number 7 is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Fair enough.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is what started it all, as it was the very first TV series set in the MCU.
God, was it the first TV series? Fucking hell, that's weird.
The series ran on ABC from 2013.
Oh, it came out just after Avengers, didn't it?
Yeah, it started in 2013. The series ran on ABC from 2013 to 2020 and boasted a total of 7 seasons. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. follows high-ranking agent Phil Coulson, Clark Gregg, who puts together a specialized team of elite agents to investigate strange occurrences across the globe. They frequently find themselves contending with Hydra, as well as meeting powerful Inhumans. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s longevity isn't surprising, as it was quite a phenomenal series, with a stellar cast connection to the comic books, exciting guest stars, and strong character development. The series really flourished. Not only that, but it had a seemingly endless supply of mysterious, dark, and thrilling adventures for the characters to handle each season. Well, it started off a little slow and shaky. By season 3, it had really found its stride, and with each season thereafter, it was intriguing and impressive. Of course, with its spot as the very first Marvel series, we didn't quite know everything Marvel could do with the TV series back then. That's why some of Marvel's newer content has managed to eclipse Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. One of which they consider to be Miss Marvel, number 6.
Unfortunately.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
I mean, it remains to be seen, but like, you know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had a bit of a dud in the kind of the space season was where things went a little bit like, oh, what haven't we done? Space, let's do that. It was a bit furious.
He even says it, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Like,
it
Mac
was a
even
bit
says
faster. It was that line, but I was like, I'm giving up on this show.
it.
At least in the week to week or whatever. I think also because
Did you watch all of it by now?
yeah, no, yeah. I went back and finished it in. It was the reason
Oh,
I
okay.
got Disney Plus. They fucking
Yeah.
lied to me saying it was on Disney Plus. It wasn't.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because season 7, right?
Because I think Max says, well, yeah, because it's the only thing we haven't done, space, and I was like, I gave up on the show basically after that line, and then most of it was all on Prime, I think. So when I was in my first or second year of uni, I was like, let's find where I left off, and I'm just gonna binge it because rather than because I used to watch it week to week live, but with the ads, it was such a fucking because it's an
Yeah.
hour plus with ads. That's like an hour and a half sometimes.
Yeah. That
It's
is pretty rough.
so I just couldn't. It was all. It was such a big thing to sit down and watch Agents of Shield like that. So I was like, nah, um, I'm going to, watch it
Gonna
like
wait
I'm
for
gonna
it
wait.
to.
Yeah, I waited for a couple of
Yeah.
years and then I binged the last couple series, and I got as far as I could on on Prime, and then I think it's the last 2 seasons. It was like, nope, not coming to Prime or whatever. You've got to get Disney Plus, and so I was like, and it was saying Agents of Shield, all of it on Disney Plus, and I was like, great. And I got Disney Plus that night because there was a really good season like hook. There was a really good I can't remember what it was, but there was a really good oh my god moment at the very end of the where Prime left off. And I was like, no, I need to see it. I need to find out. It was not here. It was on the American Disney Plus.
Oof.
And then so I got it. I had my profile was called Y because it says who's watching, and I was feeling aggressive, so I called my profile Y. I haven't changed it. It's still just who's watching. Why? Why do you need to know? Why did you lie to me? But about half a year later, they finally fucking added.
But that's the go-to word, isn't it?
I'm too far away.
Like
The override.
if you make your character Cockney, go-to thing to say, thing for them to say, is to angrily call someone a wanker.
Yeah, that is the way.
Finished, Cobblepot.
But no, so I finally
Oh!
watched all of Agents of Shield.
Yeah,
About
because
6 months after I wanted to, but by that point I'd also started watching Mandalorian.
Oh,
That didn't last very long.
surprised. Oh, okay.
Well, no,
I
I
was
watched all of season 1 and I enjoyed it, and then I that was it. I watched a
Yeah,
couple
fair
of season
enough.
2 and I was like, nah, they fucked up here.
Yeah, season 1 was definitely better. Like, that's the
My
thing. I haven't
my
seen all of Andor yet, but it's doing pretty well so far.
my kind of venture into Star Wars started with Force Awakens, got better with Last Jedi, got enhanced by discovering the memes with a load of Star Wars and crazed friends at college, and then completely died after Mandalorian season 1. And then I watched Rise of Skywalker quite drunk, pissing
Oh,
myself
that must have been
laughing.
fun then.
Pissing myself laughing at every, like, on Disney Plus about 2 years. I had it on DVD. Like, I knew it
God,
was going to
being
be.
drunk watching Rise of Skywalker
I had
sounds
it
like
on DVD,
the
but I
best way
left
to
it. I
experience
left
it.
it at home, and I was in. No, wait, I left it in at uni at my uni house during lockdown, and then it was on
Mm.
Disney Plus, and I was like, I'm gonna just get pissed and watch this, and I just like was just laughing the entire time because of how. Just like, okay, this bit is going to piss people off. This bit is going to piss people off. This bit is going to piss people off. It was just, oh, it was so funny. It's so bad, but it was more funny just from the fact that, like, how could they fuck up this badly?
Yeah, God, the fact that the whole thing is just a fetch quest for MacGuffins. Oh, but
Ah, shit!
that's a
I
story
pressed the
for
wrong
another
trigger!
day.
I
Yeah.
pressed the wrong trigger! Woohoo!
But to mention, but the reason I wanted to ask if you'd seen all of it, like including
Ow.
season
Ow.
7, is because season 7 of
Mandalorian, Jesus, it's been going that long.
Agents of Shield. The reason I wanted to ask about if you'd seen all of it.
I wonder how long I can distract you from talking about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 7, because I managed to get a good 4 minutes out of you just then. I could just keep rambling about random shit and see how long it takes you to notice. Anyway, continue. Agents of...
Yeah. Agents of
Florence
Shield.
Pugh!
Florence Pugh.
What?
Yeah, she's not in that, but yeah.
Are you sure?
The only thing I've seen her in is the MCU as Yelena Belova, and yeah, I really like her character in that. Yeah. But,
In Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., yes? Oh god, I hope they bring Chloe Bennett back.
Oh yeah, Chloe Bennett.
Especially considering she's not doing the Powerpuff Girls thing now.
Good.
Thank God for that.
You can't kill him.
Batman's just punching this guy in the knees.
The reason I wanted to bring up season 7 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is because it's specifically season 7 is, at least from my perspective, pretty similar in its vibe to Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh. Wait, it's season 7, is that the space one?
No, that's the time travel one.
Oh, yeah, no, you're totally right, yeah. God, yeah, season 7 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was really interesting. Wait, I thought I got this already. Did I die?
Maybe you remember getting it from a previous playthrough.
No, my memory doesn't go back that far.
Shall I move on to number 6, which was Miss Marvel?
Yes.
All
God,
right.
is that how far we've got? We're still on... You mentioned that when I was in the opposite room. And I'm now on the boss fight.
We got sidetracked with, like, Star Wars and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and shit.
Oh, I see, so this is my fault.
What? No, it's just both our faults.
Yeah, that's fair. And I mean, I'd liked it better if you said it was your fault, but sure. Ow, motherfucker!
Miss Marvel premiered on Disney Plus on June 8th, 2022, and rose to become the MCU's highest-rated project on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really? Wow, shit.
The series
I didn't know
follows
that.
Yeah, neither did I. I'm surprised. The series.
You gotta rewatch it all in one go, man. It's fucking incredible.
I did it week by week.
Yeah, I feel like they should just basically get someone to like someone who's never seen it to watch it, and then get someone else to watch it like with time separated, and basically have them both review it separately and be like, okay, what's the best way to watch this, guys? If the guy who says he watched it with time in between said, I think it would have been better to watch it all together, then release it all together. It's like Falcon and the Winter Soldier would have been better if they'd done it together. I love it when I run straight into the rocket because I run out of spaces.
Still, Batman!
But if we do it week by week, we can get people talking about it for longer.
I
Can tell
don't
more
care.
words.
That's what ruined Hawkeye is the hype train where they just deleted a load of shit to reveal Kingpin way too late to build up hype and Twitter speculation.
Yep.
He was supposed to appear in episode 3, but they cut the fucking scene.
Oh Christ! Seriously?
That's why they did it.
Look who it is.
Okay, the series follows Kamala Khan, Iman Vellani, a typical 16-year-old who fangirls over the Avengers and gets frustrated by her overbearing parents. However, her life all changes when a bangle inherited from her great-grandmother awakens superpowers within her. Khan eagerly sets out to be a superhero, but finds it harder than it looks. She struggles to balance school and superhero duties, while also keeping secrets from her friends and family. Meanwhile, she faces a very formidable enemy that requires her to delve into her family history to face. Miss Marvel is one of the best Marvel Disney Plus shows when it comes to heart, freshness, and diversity. The show features the MCU's first Muslim superhero and poignantly delves into Khan's life as a Pakistani American, as well as the history of her people. Meanwhile, Khan's charisma and her family dynamics give way to a heartfelt story. The diversity, historical emphasis, and Vellani's performance make Miss Marvel a breath of fresh air for the MCU. However, it has received criticism for its framing of and association with Jinn. It also suffers from poor pacing, and while it gives Khan a strong origin story, it fails to fully develop the clandestines and DODC plot, leaving some to be desired.
What man?
His name is Raish Al Ghul.
Bring him to me.
Okay, well.
All I need is a sample of his
Yeah, Vellani was so good in the role,
Raish Al
though.
Ghul is dead.
Then you and the clown are
Yeah.
And that she's a fan as well. And,
Oh, God.
like her clap back against the no, it's not 616. That's the comics.
It is brilliant, yeah.
Yeah,
You are not worthy to speak of the great racial
like you need sort of like if I were in charge of all of this, it's people like that who are in actually in writing positions, doing the writing, taking care of
Basically
the
get
source
Miss Marvel to
material.
write the MCU.
Yes.
That's Bradley's advice.
I just think that when you're adapting a source material, you need to have a great deal of respect for it.
Mm.
And sadly, some people don't do that.
Taika.
Ooh. Right.
He read half of a single issue and went, "Yeah, let's not do that."
Not.
Oh yeah, he did.
Is this about Raish?
What was that for? Was that for Thor?
Oh god, yeah.
Oof.
The first one, he read half a comic for Ragnarok and was like, "Nah, let's not do that." And then he rips off panels from the Gore God Butcher arc for Love and Thunder and completely just destroys that storyline and the subsequent Mighty Thor. It's just let's not get in on that because I'm tired of that whole thing. That was such a disappointment.
Fair enough. Then let's move on to number 5, which is Moon Knight.
What the shit?
Yeah, here we are.
Bradley's getting what he likes here.
I admit I did like Moon Knight, so this is fine. But having Punisher so low is not fine.
Oh god, yeah, fucking hell! How is Moon Knight above Punisher?
Not even just slightly above it; it's massively above it.
At least fucking Punisher managed to land both finales, except for the final minute of Punisher season 2, which was definitely just, oh shit, status quo exists, yes.
Oh yeah, that, yeah.
Which was a total detriment to the character development, but they've given up. Anyway, let's not. We'll do that when we get into the Netflix ranking.
Yes, let's. So,
which we'll do
5.
next week. Maybe we'll do some Batman next time as well.
Yes.
Damn it, I was hoping to do that without losing Detective Vision. If you get hit, you lose Detective Vision.
Rip.
I got hit
Moon Knight is
twice.
the newest Disney Plus Marvel original series and is one of the most unique. I feel like that's been said before. That's weird. The series follows Mark
Yeah, they
Spector.
have said something else was the most unique, actually.
The most unique. The series. It was Runaways, wasn't it?
It was. Oh, I think it was one of the unique. Actually, they might have got a pass.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. The series follows Mark Spector, Oscar Isaac, a mercenary who serves as the avatar for the moon god Khonshu, F. Murray Abraham. However,
How much better
Spectre...
would Punisher season 2 have ended though if he went back to that bar to that woman that he met in the very first episode?
Oh, yeah, that
That's
would have
all
been
he. That's
good.
he just had to walk in.
These suckers who's really in charge.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Don't they know this is Penguin's
Like,
territory?
oh, the crusade is over, he can start a more peaceful life.
Yeah, again, yeah.
Blood. I want Two-Face to regret the day he even thought of
Oh, that would have been better, actually, damn.
Yep. That's how you wrap it up, guys. I lost the trail.
Did they think they were gonna get a
Oh.
season 3 or something? Or were they just
No,
leaving that open
well, I
base?
mean, quite possibly, but no, I think to me it seems a lot like, you know, they're basically making him the comics version for something.
Penguin should have been in touch by now.
You know, he shows up in his comics costume with the long trench coat and shit. It feels very much like a finale, kind of like, oh, and he's
And the adventure continues.
like how he looks in the comics, guys. Totes fine.
Look, we did it. It's the origin story or something.
Oh, fudge you. Oh, Christ.
However, Spectre also suffers from dissociative identity disorder.
Do you want to give that one another go?
Dissociative identity disorder.
I need to stop giving you such a hard time. It's mean.
However, Spectre also suffers from dissociative identity disorder, DID, and must learn to work with his other personality, Stephen Grant, to stop the religious cult leader Arthur Harrow, Ethan Hawke, from awakening Amit. The
Shit.
series definitely explored much darker territory than we're accustomed to. I don't know if it was that much darker. It was also unique
Have
in
they
its
met Cloak and Dagger?
Punisher's literally on this list. Just
Yeah,
saying.
exactly. Jesus,
also
yeah,
unique-
fucking hell. They've got it.
And Jessica Jones too. Jessica Jones is far and away darker than
Did
Moon
3
Knight.
separate people write this list? Did someone just keep giving up? It is quite a lot of TV shows to then to watch and then be able to write something while, you know, to rank them all while
Yeah.
being familiar enough. I feel like this might have been multiple people coming together because I don't know. Oh, they've climbed up the fucking building. I do remember somewhat where this. I know where the person goes, but it's following the trail. But I think you have to do somewhat. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
It was also unique in its exploration of DID in Egyptian mythology. Meanwhile, the performances from Oscar... What? Hawke and May Calloway was stellar. Why Oscar? That
Isaac.
bothered me more than I expected. Everyone else is with their surname. Oscar's been called Oscar.
Maybe the article. Maybe he noticed them. Maybe they met and he's like friends.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it's so high. Written by personal friend of Oscar Isaac.
In addition to being unique, the plot was also strong, mysterious, and boasted unexpected twists and turns. Moon Knight is wild, even weird, but it's a refreshing different side of Marvel. The only real downfall was that the ending was very underwhelming. The conclusion simply couldn't match the tone and grandeur of the rest of the series. What's strange is that the series definitely gives you the feeling of building up to something huge. Hence the actual lackluster ending leaves the series almost feeling incomplete.
Yeah, I mean the ending was pretty weak.
Coming in at number 4 is none other than Loki.
Bloody hell, that feels high.
Yeah. Loki premiered in 2021 and finally fulfilled every Loki fan's dream of a solo project for the god of mischief. The
I've been
series
stabbed.
focuses- Too soon.
What? Oh shit!
Get a tracker on that.
Call an ambulance.
Close.
But not for me.
Wait, what have I been stabbed with? She doesn't have a sword.
Really, like, carefully filed fingernails.
Ooh, the Catwoman effect. Oh yeah, what's going on with Catwoman at the moment?
What?
She's currently strung up. She's currently just being talked to by Poison Ivy for hours.
Yeah.
It's like every time Batman's unconscious, Catwoman gets to do stuff, and then the rest of the time, and then for most of the game where Batman does stuff, Catwoman's just normally in bondage of some kind. Poison Ivy's got her tied up or whatever. Oh, she does have a sword. What the fuck? Where did that come from?
Did Batman actually get stabbed there? Refresh my memory.
Well, it goes first person. You hear a slashing sound and a grunt. So I'm gonna go with.
His plan is actually to get stabbed by a League of Assassins assassin to track the assassin.
Yes.
Didn't need your help.
Really?
Okay.
That's not what it looked like from where I was standing.
Anyway, going back to Loki. The series focuses on an alternate Loki, Tom Hiddleston, who created a new timeline. When
Still played by that guy.
Get it analyzed and
He's an alternate, we swear.
emergency rooms.
Yeah. Who created a new timeline when he managed to steal the Tesseract in Avengers Endgame. However, the mysterious Time Variance Authority, TVA, catches up with him and decides to utilize him against a bigger threat they
I can
face.
handle it.
Another Loki.
Yeah.
Worse.
Loki perhaps boasted the smoothest transition from the big screen to the small screen. Hiddleston jumps back into the role of Loki as if no time has passed at all.
Trust me.
Meanwhile, Loki finally gives him a substantial story arc, and we get to see the anti-hero side of him, as well as his romantic side. Owen Wilson also surprisingly boasts an incredible dynamic with Hiddleston on screen, as does Sophia DiMartino as Sylvie. The plot, meanwhile, is evenly paced and mysterious, ending in a satisfying conclusion that left us eager for Season 2. The only real flaw is that it was meant to explain the multiverse, leading to there being some pretty dense episodes information-wise and mild restriction to the plot. Okay.
That's the end of the. Is that seriously the end of the sentence?
Yeah. Mild restriction to the plot.
Boof. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Number 4. It's number 4. That's not exactly something I'd consider for any spot, let alone number 3.
What shit?
Number 3 is... This is Disney Plus Marvel shows, right?
Why?
Why is Werewolf by Night number 3? Does that count?
I mean, it's a special presentation. It's about the length of an episode, rather than a movie.
Yes. Yeah.
It was what, 50 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough, I guess. That's kind of weird. Werewolf by Night is a TV special that premiered on Disney Plus on October the 7th, 2022. The Halloween special follows Jack Russell, Gail Garcia Bernal, a lycanthrope, or werewolf, who heads to Bloodstone Manor along with a band of other monster hunters. Hunters are gathered to pay their respects to the late Ulysses Bloodstone, a legendary monster hunter who wishes to find an heir to his powerful relic, the Bloodstone. Elsa Bloodstone, Laura Donnelly, Ulysses' estranged daughter, also shows up in hopes of claiming the family relic. However, things take a brutal and bloody turn when the hunters are pitted against one another with a frightful monster to determine who gets the Bloodstone. Werewolf by Night proved to be one of the MCU's best television works so far. Its tone, simple visual effects, and the predominantly black and white picture will transport you straight back in time to 1930s horror.
Oh, can we just talk about how they then changed to colour right at the end?
Yeah.
It was such a nice way of doing it. Also, the fact that she was wearing a red leather jacket the entire time was like, wait, what? It just felt so
Yeah.
like that was the most confusing bit. It was like, oh, especially considering I'm fairly sure she wears a black like trench coat.
Oh, that's
She's got red hair.
Oh, she's got red hair.
She's got red hair in the comics.
Oh, red hair
But
and a black coat, and this one gave her a red coat and a black hair.
yeah, there we go. Switch.
Let's see.
Stop trying to get guns. Guns are bad.
Werewolf by Night is a clever throwback to vintage horror, as well as a reinventing of the beloved TV specials of the 60s and 70s. In addition to the unique take, Werewolf by Night also boasted... Oh, yep, that is... yeah, okay. Sorry, I thought it was phenomenal, but it was pheromonal.
Wait, what?
Performances from all three leads, and balanced humour and campiness with macabre thrills.
Wait, who's the third lead?
Wait,
Swamp
who
Thing,
is the
Man
third
Thing,
lead?
Man
Oh,
Thing.
right, okay, fair enough.
Swamp Thing's DC. I always get those two mixed up.
And balanced humour and campiness with macabre thrills. Meanwhile, Michael Giacone... God damn it.
You can do it, Bradley. I believe in you.
Giacchino? That sounds like an Italian name.
Oh, he did the score and he directed it, and he did the score for the Batman, Doctor Strange, and the Spider-Man trilogy.
Oh, wow, okay.
He's a
The
mad
score
lad.
and directing were nothing short of brilliant. Werewolf by Night took an ambitious departure from Marvel's typical projects and proved enormously successful in doing so. I can't refute that at all.
Yep. No, Werewolf by Night was fucking brilliant. As you said, I don't really know if I'd judge it as a show,
Yeah.
but I mean, at the same time, it was about the length of a Daredevil episode, so...
Yeah, it is in an awkward position because it's like you either consider it a short film, or you consider it a show, and either way, it's got less, it's got less.
Are you alright? Did something happen?
What's the best way of saying it? I guess content. It's only got that much to hook you with.
I'll be alright.
And comparing that to something to other things is. The longer something is,
the more it's got to, the more opportunity it's got to wow you. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course the fact that, a series like that, a 13 episode series like Daredevil has got so much more time to deliver character development that's, nicely paced. Like if it takes 6 episodes or so for Matt to come around on some particular topic, then when he does, it feels earned, because maybe there's things that are alluding to it across the way, and then that's just character development, isn't it? But
Yeah.
the longer something is, the more time you've got for character development, is what I'm trying to say. And of course, longer plot threads and more intricate plot lines. But enough on length stuff. Number 2, have a guess.
It better not fucking be Devil. Hello. Oh, Christ.
Oh, you hit the nail on the head. Number 2, Daredevil.
What the actual shit?
Netflix showed some real gall when they cancelled this critically acclaimed series in 2018 after 3 seasons. However, recent reports suggest Disney Plus is developing another Daredevil series, so my brokenheartedness is somewhat relieved. Daredevil
If it's as good, though, if it's not...
Yeah. If it's not as good, then...
The fact that they haven't got the same writers back is a big concern.
That's a worry.
It's like, if they haven't got Karen and Foggy and they haven't got the writers, it's like, oh, do we really, it's like,
I heard about Karen, but Foggy as well?
Well, I mean, Foggy's slightly more likely because I've actually heard that, he's been in talks to get a contract with Marvel.
Yes, hopefully we can at least get Foggy.
It came from over here. There you are,
Daredevil follows Matt Murdock, Charlie Cox, a lawyer by day who fights crime at night as a masked vigilante. Murdock boasts heightened senses after being blinded as a child in an accident and uses his abilities to fight against the criminal underworld that's led by Wilson Fisk. D'Onofrio. The series as a whole is phenomenal, but Cox's performance as Murdock is hands down the highlight of the show. His performance is nothing short of iconic, and he fulfills the role so well, you simply can't imagine anyone else as Daredevil. Meanwhile, he is complemented wonderfully by D'Onofrio's iconic performance as Kingpin. Additionally, the show delves into some dark territory while exploring moral conflicts and the nature of justice. Brooding tone manifests itself delightfully in everything from plot to score to the tantalizing cinematography. Season 2 floundered just a bit without Kingpin as the main villain. However, seasons 1 and 3 were as close to flawless as a TV show can get.
And yet you put it at 2.
Said about Jessica Jones.
I don't think season 2, was flawed by not having Kingpin. It was flawed by trying to make the hand, but by trying to make the hand cool, and they're just not.
Yeah, they should have maybe focused more on the Punisher.
Yeah, I mean, well, I feel like they did a really good thing with the. Well, I mean, they should have basically just done what they originally intended to do with.
Hang on.
With the hand, which was actually, give Nobu his backstory and make him a human villain rather than just a force.
Thank you.
What are you doing in Arkham City?
I'm in Arkham City. What the hell am I doing here? I was grabbed outside the hospital and injured.
Yes, of course.
They drugged me, and I woke up in a building.
I forgot about Nobu for a
The person
bit.
in charge here has been rounding up doctors to try to fix.
He was that guy, wasn't he?
Looks
Yeah.
like you were
He was
unlucky.
the guy who gets beheaded at the end of season 2.
It seems that way.
Is it wrong not to feel bad about that? What now?
You need to stay
Number
here.
one is
Keep out of sight, and you'll be fine.
What's left? Cloak and Dagger.
WandaVision.
What?
It's me.
WandaVision.
What the fuck?
What?
This is definitely like written in the, what's got their eyes so big at the, kind of like prisoner of the moment, I think, in a lot of ways. And WandaVision being the first got a lot of that. Jesus Christ, they didn't even include Cloak and Dagger. What the fuck is this shit? Oh, are they only?
It isn't on Disney Plus though, is it?
Yeah, there it is. That's why. Damn.
WandaVision was the very first Disney Plus original series, and it definitely cemented that Marvel is really onto something with these TV series. The series follows Wanda Maximoff, Elizabeth Olsen, who is living an idealized suburban life with her husband Vision, Paul Bettany. But everything is not as it seems. Her perfect life starts to fall apart with odd occurrences, including their movement through different decades and sitcom tropes. WandaVision is by far Marvel's most decorated TV series, boasting numerous accolades, including 8 Emmy nominations. This is because the series was nothing short of outstanding. While Marvel fans appreciated its setting up Wanda as the Scarlet Witch, others appreciate the poignancy of the series' exploration of grief. Still others will find amusement...
Before it got totally fucking ruined by Multiverse of Madness and just became... Yeah, no, she's fucking pissed.
Still others will find amusement in the off-kilter setting, sitcom nostalgia, and in the show's breaking of the fourth wall.
What?
The plot is emotional,
Oh, yeah.
funny, and mysterious, all tied into one. Olsen, as always, is amazing as Wanda, and her and Bettany's chemistry is palpable.
Do you think it counts as breaking the fourth wall? I thought it was more kind of like the breaking reality. It's not like...
Yeah,
they're not
they
looking
didn't
at
break
us, they're looking at the, agents outside, because it's all being broadcast, so... Technically, it's not breaking the fourth wall.
Fourth wall that was being broken, but it wasn't our fourth wall.
Yeah.
Like when She-Hulk, when Jen turns to the camera and says, "Hi guys, I know you're expecting Wong to show up in this episode, but he's not going to." That's breaking the fourth wall. When Vision notices like a camera or something, and then the shot changes to the scene cuts to an agent looking at the screen and, jumping in shock that he's being looked at. That's not breaking the fourth wall.
No, that's breaking the... Yeah.
Because
Oh,
Vision
fuck.
wasn't looking at us, he was looking at that guy. Meanwhile, Agatha Harkness, Catherine Hahn, was an unexpected surprise, but one we are so glad we got. WandaVision truly encompasses Marvel's brilliance. Okay.
Are you sure?
Okay, I mean, strong start with Inhumans at the lowest spot, to be fair. But
Yeah.
come on!
What
The
the...
Punisher's so low?
Yeah,
And
there
then-
was some odd choices.
Agent Carter was alright, but it being that high above, the likes of Jessica Jones, Punisher...
Yeah.
There seems to be a lot of Disney Plus shows higher at the top, But
no, like, they needed to... But it needed a bit of an... Oh. I think I'm about to get attacked again. Lol. I do love the knife and sword takedown where you just... Just time it, and then it's an instant takedown.
Ding.
So... What next? Yeah, so fucking, what the shit? Yeah, what did they do with that list, man?
Yeah, that list was it was certainly interesting to see.
It was certainly
picks.
opinionated.
Yes. I mean, Daredevil shouldn't have been in number 2, should it?
No. It should have been number 1, no questions asked.
Yeah.
Surveillance footage shows me where the assassin
And then
must have been using a secret
the fact that there's... I mean, at least it wasn't what we initially expected.
God, yeah, if Daredevil was like fucking 15.
And it wasn't, some of the opinions were a little weird, but they weren't bad opinions, if you catch my drift. But yeah.
They're not bad opinions. I think a lot of what they said was good. It was just... It just didn't make sense how they said it.
Yes. Because there was... There were a lot of entries, even low down, that were like, this is that was singing, massively singing the praises, but not really
ranking it to justify that.
So, yeah. I mean, in some ways, it's more important to see the descriptions and the explanations for why they're in that ranking and actually see what this person is. Oh no, Batman's not feeling so good.
Yeah, sorry, no, I said my cat was misbehaving, so I was awing and knowing the cat, not you or Batman.
God, you don't get any life there at all.
Yeah, they literally just delete your life for this part of the plot.
Delete your max life bar.
You have to do it. We need
To the point where Batman's seeing the pearly gates. Holy shit.
Yep.
They're dropping. It's like they're in free fall. You need to
And then his mother's voice turns into Barbara's.
How long have I got?
Paul Dini, what you doing, mate?
sugar-coated. At this rate, I'd say minutes. Seriously.
How long have I got?
You need to tell me what you
Talk
want me to
it
do.
up.
What do I
Minutes.
want them to do?
Minutes.
Even though Joker's been alive for months with the same infection, and Bruce was only infected a manner of hours ago, if that.
Yeah. What am I going to tell Robin if I'll make it?
Oh man, you're not.
Speaking of Batman.
Yeah, can you rank any Batmans, or let's save that for next week, I think.
I was
Or
gonna say, speaking of Batman,
let's talk about Arrow.
let's talk about Arrow. Yeah.
Let's talk about
Oh yeah.
one of the Arrow side characters, Talia.
I recognized your personal guard.
Oh yeah. I haven't even seen her yet.
Following her.
But you
Just
know, the
seen
moment
this.
the one owl ghoul shows up, you gotta have the full family.
Yeah. Got
You didn't need to get yourself arrested to see me, Bruce. After that night we spent in Metropolis.
Yeah. So
You could
it
have
was.
just called.
I'm not here for
It was
you.
episode 13,
Where's
Sins of the
Rach?
Father, the
If
one
he's dead
that's
again,
so
I need
like
you.
immediately before this episode, like the
Only a
end of the
true
last episode,
successor may stand before the greatest.
Nissa showed back up in front
My
of him and
father
said,
always intended us
could
to
you
be
kill
together,
Malcolm
commanding
Merlin
his
and I will
army.
give Thea
Just
the
imagine
Lotus
You,
to cure her bloodlust.
It's like,
And
shit, was that easy?
yeah, because this is season 4 of The Arrow.
your face.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm here to take my place at your side.
You wish to become an assassin. Why should
God,
our justice change?
Batman's not looking so hot under that mask.
Nope. Do you mind just holding the fort while I go and get a
Are
drink?
you prepared to take
Will
a legal
do.
trial?
Feel free to
Still got the
talk about
headphones on.
whatever you
You must
want,
show you are
and
willing
I
to
will.
take a life.
I won't be able to hear, so this will be interesting on the replay.
And then
Then let the
basically,
trials
he says, and then basically they decide, Oliver decides that the most sensible thing to do is to, do this wacko plan where he tells, where he goes to Malcolm and he says, "Can you like give her the ring? I'm pretty sure that's all she wants." And he's like, no. Which, holy moly, man. You could just, like, save Thea, your daughter, but let's just not do that, I guess. At least he made a compelling argument if it wasn't, absolute batshit insane. That he's like, oh, the League of Assassins control events throughout history and establish order. I'm like, bro.
Thousands of warriors have fallen in pursuit.
What you on, my dude?
What are you talking about? You're literally talking about people who burn down cities.
I've seen worse.
And you're thinking this is a good force to have in the world?
Are you going off Batman Begins lore?
I won't fail.
I was going off of regarding Malcolm insisting on keeping the League.
Oh. Well, I mean, to be fair, I can't remember, but I think Malcolm actually does something pretty good with the League until he doesn't.
Yeah, until he doesn't. But then that bit where so he convinces Nissa that you should just fight him yourself, and she does. She came up to him and said, and he's like, why don't you do it? And she's like, because you can beat him and I can't. And then
wait, who are we talking about now?
Nissa on
Yeah, okay. Who Nissa wants Oliver to fight Malcolm.
Yeah, and
right.
take the ring, so that she can become the new.
Oh shit! Yeah, isn't she still married to him at this point?
She keeps calling him husband, so I'm gonna guess they never actually properly divorced.
I think that's so far. I forgot, but it's so stupid. But I do love that. I do love the way that she's just like husband, and every time Felicity just gives both of them some side eye. I love it. I miss Arrow. I should rewatch all of Arrow.
Feel the blood of the demon.
It is a wild ride.
I think I might fast forward through or do the old look at my phone through most of season 4. But that's the thing, because season 4 has the worst villain and plot and bullshit and all that stuff. But at the same time, it has some really good interpersonal shit that goes on. Like it kind of reaches peak of the kind of family dynamic and comedy start, concepts.
Yes.
Isn't that when they establish the new home base as well, and they do a lot there? Oh no, that's
Yes.
that's later, isn't it? Maybe it's season.
Prove if you are
Have
strong
they
enough
got
to
have
be
they
I
got the
was under the
new?
impression
to save
Have they got the new base?
evil that is
they've got a
destroying
base
it.
that's like underneath the underneath the mayor
Right.
office.
Yes. Yes. That is it then. Wait. So who's running for mayor?
Oliver.
Right. Okay. He is. Oh shit! You can't touch anything. Wow. You instantly die. Damn. Yeah. Okay. No. Cool. I didn't want to give you spoilers. So wait. Do you know who's dead yet?
Who's dead? No. I just know that the grave, and I just know it's not Felicity.
Okay, now, man. What episode are you on?
That was episode 13.
Shit.
So, just about halfway-ish through.
Are they like 20, 22 or something?
Yeah. 22 episodes. So, hopefully the reveal's coming soon, because
Barbed wire!
Felicity implied that they hadn't actually fought Dark yet. Because, unless he comes back as Season 5's villain, because, in that one flashback, she was like, you need to kill that son of a bitch. It's like, oh, that's got to be Dark, hasn't it? Unless it's not. I'm making a big assumption here, actually.
Yeah.
But it's totally Dark. Unless it isn't.
Oh,
Unless it isn't.
I've never messed this up before. This is what I get for being impatient and trying to...
Wait, wasn't that where you were supposed to land?
I thought so. But maybe I'm supposed to wait for a trail? Am I supposed to listen to you? Oh shit, there's people to fight. Lol.
Oh, well.
Patience, Batman, patience. You've got to listen to the monologuing and fight his sand creatures. Then you get to dive into the sand. How silly of me. Anyway, Bradley, continue.
Yes,
Wait, I know what you can do. Let's
What?
rank our Arrow family members.
Sure. How many of them? Because I'm only 4 seasons in.
Well, tell me how many you've got at the moment.
Well, let's see.
We could do it every
Oliver.
time you reach a new season, like midpoint, because that's when they'll have introduced most of the characters.
Yeah. Let's see. So, we've got Oliver, we've got Dig, we've got Laurel.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah, if you want to count her.
Yeah, I count Sarah. Sarah's cool.
I can see
Oh, by the way, season 4 is going to introduce
small quantity that I have allowed
a character from Young Justice
more precious hours.
that I like so much in Young Justice that if I have a daughter at some point in my life, the other half allows it. Being the significant thing, that's who I want to name her after.
Really?
This character in Young Justice, and she's going to get introduced in Arrow Season 4. Unfortunately, she will appear for one episode, maybe, disappear, and then come back in Season 5, and she will be butchered in Season 5. And even though Season 5 is my favourite season of Arrow, that is the one thing. They introduce my favourite character from Young Justice, and they butcher her.
So
But-
what did she...
Just the same first name. We basically ignore everything else. There's nothing else in common with these two, but... Oh, man. Please watch Young Justice.
Time to face me in person. Complete this
Wait,
challenge
hang on. Can you give people stuff on Apple?
of eternal life.
Do you have an Apple account? Surely,
I
you...
probably don't. I don't have a Mac or an iPhone, so I find it unlikely that I have.
Well, I mean, but do you have... You have a PS4. I think Apple has an app.
Apple on PS4?
Yeah, it's a stream. It's like a streaming.
Oh,
TV
that
thing.
Apple TV or something.
Yeah, but there's also like just iTunes, and then you can buy stuff. And because Young Justice is really difficult to get on DVD, You have to like import it and shit, and if it's like the right region, all that stuff. But I could get you Young Justice season 1 for Christmas on like Apple, and then you could watch it on your
You
PS4
did it.
if you
You
want.
sound surprised.
Let me
Of
check if I
course not. I
can
always had
first.
faith.
Yeah,
I mean,
Where's
you
Raish?
literally
I need to
just
see
said
him
that there
now. I'm
was
running out of
the
time.
app, but
I'm
Final
fairly sure
challenge
there is because
awaits
I think they
you.
added it just as I stopped, like
I
just
promise you
as
it will be
I got a
grand.
TV that had streaming services in the TV, and I was really annoyed because I was like, I didn't get to use it. But I'm fairly sure, and then you just have to set up an iTunes account, and then I think I can could gift it to you.
Welcome, Detective.
I
It is
see.
time for your final challenge.
Yes. First,
Place me as the head of the demon. It is.
I would have thought that it'd be
destiny.
easier to find, but
I will never kill
It might be in
you.
What? You lied to me.
I needed
in
to save my father's blood. This
in
was the
I. You
only
might have
way.
to download it from PlayStation Store
Allow
first.
me
Apple
to help
TV.
you.
Yeah, that seems to be.
Use my sword. Take it.
It'll get you to sign in, but if you've never had an
No.
account, then I don't know if it will let you register for one
Is
from
Yeah, fair
my
point.
there.
answer?
God, Ray's looking like a fucking zombie in this.
I'm sure they'll let me make an account somewhere.
Yeah, you could
Oh my
do it
God, he
on
does look
you
like
could
a
do it
zombie.
on the internet.
At least he doesn't. At least, well, I mean, at least he's not Arrow season 3 Raish. All right, like
Wait, what did you just say?
fight
Sorry.
scenes. I was saying at least he's not. At least he's not.
Now, only one of us can leave this chamber alive.
We'll see
At least he's
about
not Arrow
that.
season 3 Raish.
Send gift to email. Gift redeemable in the UK store only. Yeah, so I could gift it to you via email. If you'd have to tell me what email you used to set up the account.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as I don't have an account, I'll do that.
You'd have to set it up, and then let me know when it's done, and I'll sort it out. If because I think as
That also
you'll get
gives me an idea of what I should.
you're getting
send
because
to
you're getting
you.
into more DC stuff now, and and Young Justice is season 1 is probably one of the best DC TV shows ever.
You should have killed me
That's
when you
so.
had the chance.
Young Justice is fucking incredible.
I remember when it was
It's like the only show that when it got cancelled, it was like an actual outcry. Like, to the point where it got, it came back, and then it came back and it wasn't very good.
You should have.
But we don't talk about that. We just talk about the fact that we got it back.
yeah.
But season 1, though, no one, it's like Daredevil season 1 is perfect,
Yeah.
no matter if Daredevil comes back and is shit on Disney Plus, we'll always have the original 3 series, and especially season 1, which is perfect television.
Fair. Okay, so let me see.
You should have.
Oh yeah, I was talking about that episode of Arrow I just saw. Which was,
Yes, sorry, and I interrupted you, as I always do.
That's part of this.
That's part of my charm. I
of the
don't listen to
charm.
other people.
But I like hearing what you have to say, so I don't mind.
So you don't have to, so you're not able to finish a full thought. It's very good for allowing you to sound a lot more intelligent than me, because you actually think about what you're saying, because I interrupt you so much. You have so much time to comprehend and construct your sentences.
Yeah, like about how She-Hulk is a sex. I
forgot about that.
Before you get any ideas, that one was on purpose. So
we all know, Bradley. We all know what's on your phone.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. So then
you've got the mean green and downright poured into these jeans.
Oh no, another thing I will never get to live
We are
down.
fated to rule this earth to
Well,
where
you
the
say that, but I
queen
can't
of the
remember the
scum of
others, so
humanity only
you're
Oh,
fairly
okay,
good.
that's good.
My father is
So
old. His
yeah,
time
and then
is over.
Nissa, and then he
Ours
convinces
is just
Nissa,
beginning.
you know, you should just fight him.
Take his blade.
And
Kill him.
then he gets, and then
Accept your
he
destiny.
goes along with them to their fight,
Accept our
which is just a
destiny.
sword fight on a
You know I
rooftop for
can't
some
do that,
reason.
Talia.
And then
beloved,
he's,
you will have to
and then he
die.
steps in and says, "Actually, I'll fight in your place then." And it's so that he can, and I don't much see the point of the whole. Oh, let's have Nissa fight instead. Because if he was just going to do that anyway, then it begs
Yeah.
if he's just going to fight him anyway, it kind of begs the question: why
Raish didn't spawn with all his hair just then. He teleported in with like half, just like with like a colouring on his head, with like his like
It's like a
sideburn
buzz cut.
thing. Yeah, his sideburns hadn't spawned in yet. That's really funny. Anyway, sorry, I've interrupted you again with random observations of this game that I love, but I'm just like, I'm getting through it quite quickly. I feel like. I think Oliver does fight him though, doesn't he? Eventually.
Yeah, he does. He does.
I
fight
feel
him,
like
and
that's kind of to show us how far Oliver's come, considering he got his ass handed to
Oh,
him in
yeah.
season 1.
and then he just pulls the opposite
Yeah.
this time, and just like.
I do want to
wallops
know
out
if in the
instead.
comics Oliver's origin about being stuck on the island was how it sometimes explains where like he's just alone and he just had to learn how to survive like like someone in the wild. Because the way they did the origin with like the 5 years of no other people were there and they were constantly beating the shit out of him and that's how he learned how to fight is a lot more realistic about how he got good enough to fight, fucking Ra's al Ghul and all that lot.
Yeah.
But the fact that he gets bested in season 1 by Malcolm kind of made sense, considering he wasn't very good at fighting in the season 1 flashbacks. But at the same time, seeing where he goes on the island and off the island in the flashbacks, it's a little bit contradictory and stuff.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit weird that he's such a good fighter when he was, I don't know, it kind of works and it doesn't, but I also feel like it's a little bit of them trying to adapt Batman's, like, whole thing of traveling the world to find trainers. I dived into so many of those blades. And once again, I've interrupted you with a ramble about power levels in a fighting show.
It is. I do kind of agree. Like I get the whole point with.
It was good to see how far he came from season 1, especially after defeating Raish. Although didn't the cops shoot Raish?
Because he trained, like, he got training from Raish himself, and then he...
Oh yeah, that's true.
And then he, like, fought evenly-ish.
Yeah, but wasn't he brainwashed during that, so would he remember? Muscle memory.
Yeah, muscle memory. And, so yeah, that makes sense. He's done a lot and he's grown a lot, so it's like fair enough. He's fought so many, but like you said about the flashback stuff, he's pretty competent in later flashbacks.
Yeah, so I mean, but I guess he'd never fought anyone like Malcolm.
Yeah.
A rich guy who had nothing to lose.
Yeah, and some league training, to be fair to him.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot Malcolm was part of the league.
Because his Dark Archer outfit, or what we were calling his Dark Archer outfit, was just a normal league attire, and I thought that was such a great twist at the start of season 2. How a normal, league assassin shows up, and Oliver initially assumes it's Merlin.
Yeah.
It's like it's Malcolm Merlin. He's back, and he's gonna, and then Sarah, who's actually in the league as well, sets him straight on that. And then, no, that's just what we all wear.
That's just, I always forget Sarah was part of the league. Oh yeah, because of course she's in love with Nissa, or Nissa's in love with her.
Yes.
Each time I enter the pit.
Shit, no, they don't actually get together, do they?
The Lazarus
They're always kind of like really close to, but then Sarah fucks off with the Time Lords and never actually, yeah. That's a shame.
Call off your crusade.
Yes, that is something of a shame. But yeah,
I mean, that's from my memory of like where you are in the thing. I don't know, I can't remember what happens to her later on, and as I said, I haven't seen League of Legends of whatever the fuck.
Legends of Tomorrow. But then he really does just cut off Malcolm Merlin's hand, and he gives the ring to Nissa, and Nissa's like, thanks. Anyway, I'm gonna throw this into some fire.
Oh yeah, because she ends the league, doesn't she? With that, and Malcolm's like, no, my league. I hardly had my league.
Yeah, and then he only goes and rats to Damien Dark about Oliver having a son.
Of course he does, because he's a petty piece of shit.
Yeah, I was like, Malcolm, that's low.
How the fuck does he know Oliver has a son, though?
Oh, he's got connections. He's Ra's al Ghul, dude. He's
oh, is he calling himself Ra's al Ghul at this point? That's really lame. Jesus.
Yeah, he was calling himself Ra's al Ghul up until this point, which I assume he's not going to do anymore because there's not even a league.
That is really lame. I forgot how lame Malcolm was in the mid-season. he's a cool villain, and then
he's portrayed by a great actor.
Yeah,
that helps. That always does help, doesn't it?
He's a damn cool villain, but then he becomes so lame and petty in the mid-seasons, and I think he's somewhat alright by the end of the show, but I can't really remember.
Yes.
In your hair. And what about Flash?
What about Flash? Oh, Flash.
What about us? What about everything? As Iris said, the cringy thing yet.
What's the cringy thing?
You're not the Flash, Barry. We're the Flash.
What?
Oh, I love it. I love that I could tell you that with no context, and it doesn't get any better when you actually hear it.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love that series so much.
Oh my god. No, she hasn't said that, but they went to Earth 2, right? And that was where this last episode ended.
Wait, what season are you on? Season 2?
Yeah, season 2.
Jesus, you're so far away from my memory. Season 2 I watched in like my first year of uni. Jesus Christ.
Was that when it first came on? Or
No.
Right.
Flash and Arrow was on during my early secondary school years.
Okay.
But I didn't start watching any of them. Yeah, I watched Arrow seasons 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. No, 1, 2, 3, 4 in first year, and about halfway through season 4 of Arrow, I then started watching Flash, but on DVD, because all of Arrow was on Prime, but Flash wasn't.
Yes. So, so Barry's been captured by Zoom.
Oh, cool.
He's there with Jesse, and this other guy with a mask who's somehow connected to Jay Garrick, but I'm not sure yet. And meanwhile, on Earth 1, Caitlin's trying to make Velocity. Velocity. Well, she was making Velocity 7, and then she made 8, and then she made 9.
I love.
9 actually. 9 actually
You'll see
worked.
this in a second on the stream, but I love the Sonic Shock Batarang. It's just an instant takedown. It's so
That goes
overpowered.
with just a bridge. Yeah.
It's so beautiful. It's so OP.
And then Cisco and Wells decide that the only plan they've really got left is to go and get Earth 2 Barry, who is a total milk toast.
A total milk. That's a new one. I've never heard that before. He's not even powered, is he?
I mean, yeah, I guess he isn't. He doesn't have any powers or anything, but oh man, quintessential milk toast.
I don't know what that means, Brad.
I'll look it up so that I can give a definition that is better than just.
I mean, I can guess, but
it's basically milk toast.
a bit of a wet blanket, not very confident.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting one. Language, eh?
Language indeed. And if you think it sounds like milk and toast, that is actually, at least from where I've found out where it comes from, because apparently putting milk on your toast was like a weak person thing to do. I've no idea.
Yeah, that's a bizarre one.
Yeah, but they get Earth 2 Barry, and they get Earth 2 Iris, and they're like, let's track down
Let's get
Killer
you
Frost.
together and let's not get another Flash kid. We'll just wait a couple months and a couple years, and then we'll have someone to fight Zoom.
Yeah, they get Kate. They get Killer Frost. They're like, Killer Frost, you should help us get Barry back. And she says no, and they say please, and then she's like okay, and then meanwhile, Barry and Jesse are working out Morse code, except not real Morse code, but a 5x5 code system, apparently used by prisoners of war, according to Barry. But that would be news to me. It would be cool if it were real, though. And not that I know massive amounts of
The war.
what prisoners of war, how prisoners of war communicate. And then the masked guy taps out Jay, and then Barry starts talking about Jay, and the dude, freaks out. And there's clearly some connection there, but I don't know what yet, because it can't be that he can't actually be Jay, because we've seen Earth 1 Jay, we've seen Earth 2 Jay.
Wait, who? Earth 1?
Yeah, Earth 1 was called Hunter Zolomon. He was just a normal guy.
I don't get it. Why would
And then Earth 2 Jay is the one who's with Caitlyn, and
even manage to have the mayor arrested?
I don't know.
they've got this romantic thing going on, and she's making him velocity drugs and stuff.
Cool. No, I mean, we've seen Earth 1 Jay.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, he takes Caitlyn over to Earth 1's Jay.
Right.
Because she's like, why don't we find your counterpart and on Earth 1 and
Get
give
some normal
you some of
DNA.
his cells, and that'll cure your degeneration or something. And then he comes over and he's like, I have to show you. And then he just finds his doppelganger, and they sit far away from him and look at him for a bit, which I'm not sure why she needed to see that personally. Could have just said, nah, my doppelganger's different or something. But here we are.
I'll tell you everything.
It all works out.
It all works out. So it's not him, because of course he's there, and it can't be Jay, because Jay's for Zoom and stuff. So, and it can't be that Zoom is Jay, because
He said his friends
There's too
would
many
ensure that
J's
I
about
won.
in that case.
Who are
Too
they?
many
So,
J's.
so I'm not quite
I
sure
have
what's
no
going
idea.
on here,
I
but
never met them.
you know,
Mm.
hopefully
They
it'll make
funded
sense at the
everything.
end.
Money was
They
no
they they,
problem.
they break him
All I
out
had
and
to do was
stuff,
set up Arkham City
and
put
then
Strange in
Barry gives
charge.
Barry a pep talk
Made
where
perfect
Barry
sense.
tells Barry that Barry's
Scum
faster
of
than Barry
Gotham
thinks
needed to
Barry
be
is.
punished. It would be my
Wait, what the
legacy.
shit? Wait, Earth 2,
Strange
wait,
has been removing anyone
does,
with evidence against him,
wait, does Earth
sending
2
them
Barry
into
have
Arkham
powers or
City.
not?
No, he doesn't, but he
Enjoy
just
your
comes over and says,
legacy.
I did impossible stuff today, and you're, like, impossibler than me, so...
Oh Christ, yeah, doesn't he say, and then I became the impossible in his intro thing? That's the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what he did in the
I just had a chat
first
with our
season.
old friend Quincy Sharp.
Hmm. And then I became the impossible. It's like, alright guys, come on.
I'm going to find out.
We get it, he
What are you
runs
talking
fast.
about?
He's
He's
impossible.
He's
blood to
fast.
He runs impossibly fast.
Fastest man
I
alive.
just need to.
The
Until he
fastest man
isn't.
alive.
Until he
someone
isn't.
else... until we find out who the main villain of this next season is.
Yeah. God, it's always
And
just
then he
someone
beats...
who's faster than him.
Yeah...
Oh Christ, you've got season 3 next. Oh, fuck.
Is season 3, like, really bad?
Season 3 is... It's not bad, it's just depressing. And,
Oh.
like, when, you know, when... I mean, at least you had season 2 of Flash at the same time as season 4 of Arrow, but season... I think, yeah, just comparatively, because season 4 of Arrow is not very good, but season 2 of Flash is alright, and then to have Arrow being really step up with its season 5, and season 3 of Flash is kind of like, yeah.
That is a
So,
shame.
and it's just, but not bad, it's kind of depressing.
Oh.
It's like...
Wait, it's sad, then? Like
it's kind of like, it doesn't, yeah, that's the thing, it's like, Flash is supposed to be quite hopeful, but you know how, like, normally Flash has a good number of just, like, one-off episodes that you can enjoy, and then, like, there's the big villain, but you can kind of ignore him until he comes back every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Season 3 is pretty much from very early on. It's all just focused around the series kind of arc, like Doctor Who can be.
Okay.
It's got this, like, big thing that you know is going to happen, and they spend the entire season trying to get it to not happen, and it just really weighs it down. It's just like, fucking Christ, I want you to just get out of this. Can we please just move on? Can you do it earlier so we can have some nice, chill, fun episodes?
Yeah.
I absolutely have no recollection of what the fuck happens in season 4. I think I quite like season 4 of The Flash.
But yeah, they get out and Jay gets killed by Doom, so there's another mystery that needs its box opened, but...
Mm-mm.
And I can't imagine what Caitlyn's gonna be like in the next episode.
Oh yeah, another one bites the dust. Bum,
like
bum, bum.
Back to the GCPD.
I don't think does she have a serious relationship that lasts longer than a season? She's going 2 for 2 at the moment.
Yep, 2 for 2.
God damn, she must feel... Jesus, she's gonna start feeling,
Cursed?
yeah, she's gonna start feeling cursed like Hopper in Stranger Things. Jesus Christ. Have you seen Stranger Things?
I have not yet seen Stranger Things. How's it shape up? Is it like I understand there's like what, 4 seasons now?
4 seasons, yeah.
4 seasons. How does it like? Have you seen all of those?
Yes, season 1 is like perfect television. Season 2,
really?
Season 2, I really enjoy. Like, I think I prefer season 2 to season 1, but that's just like a personal thing. That's like not what a lot of people say. Most people prefer season 1 because it's like perfect television, while I'm more like, yeah, but season 2 is more fun. And then season 3.
Batman, can you hear me? It's Officer Jones.
Season 3 is where things got a little bit silly, and I didn't enjoy it as much. Well, I mean, loads of people didn't enjoy it as much. And then Season 4, they really brought it back to, like...
Oh, okay.
They kind of brought it back to its roots while doing some of the stuff that really worked in Season 2, so...
Okay.
I think, so yeah. So, like, it was... There's, like, out of 4 seasons, and, two of them... Like, one of them being perfect television, another one being brilliant to my liking, and then one dud, and then to kind of get back to that original status of really good television, or, fun, like, really fun television like Season 2 was. Yeah, actually, no, because Season 4 is not fun, but it's really good, again, so... Ow, I'm gonna die. Anyway, sorry, what were you, please continue your...
Yes, so...
rendezvous about Flash Arrow?
Yes, funnily enough, that's about it,
Ah,
actually.
shit.
I
got doored.
Yeah. I'm definitely enjoying Season 2 of The Flash more than I'm enjoying Season 4 of Arrow, that's for sure.
Yes. Yeah,
And I'm glad that the heroes actually got one up on the villain, for once. They're, Zoom is, he's sealed away in Earth 2. He can't get back to Earth 1. We can actually, plan now. He hasn't got the Jesse leverage, so,
Yeah, so you finally got Wells properly on side as well, then.
Yep. So, things are looking up for the heroes, for once. Except for Caitlin. Caitlin's going to be distraught next episode, for sure.
Oh, does she not know about Jay yet?
It doesn't look good.
Not know about him? She saw him die, so, that's
why.
why. That was the end of the episode. I say next episode because there wasn't any
Was
time.
it her watching him die?
Yeah,
Fuck.
they all watched him die. To be fair, but
Well, yeah, but
it's gonna hit harder for Caitlin because the whole having a romantic thing with him and then
oh
I
god.
like how she had a romantic thing with Ronnie and he died.
Yeah, she's Caitlin. Not fun time for Caitlin.
But it is late, and I am tired.
It's 9 o'clock. What are you doing? What are you talking about?
Okay, fine. I'm tired of streaming. Tired. That kind of tired. You know what I mean?
Yes. Well, I want my upgrade. Give me my gadget.
What gadget are you looking for in particular in this situation?
I can't actually remember. I know that it's useful though. It's been ages.
Is it something you get in main story then?
No, it's like a side mission, but the side mission is literally one and done. You just show up to a place and they give it to you.
Oh wow, that's good.
You came back. Cool. I guess you heard the radio.
What did you find?
Guess you heard. What's that playing
on the radio? It's a mine of some kind. I think it's an ice mine. A freeze mine, even. My dude, you handed me thin air. What the fuck is this shit? Oh no, you put it in his... okay, I can explode landmines now, cool.
Explode landmines?
Or I can disable them from exploding when I walk over them. So, yeah. Where the fuck am I supposed to be going now? What the fuck is that? Assault in progress. Oh, it's going back to freeze. Okay, we're actually almost there, so let's leave it there. We're good. Like, what have we got left? We've got freeze, steel. We've got the freeze, rendezvous, then back to Joker, Shit, yeah, we're like fucking hell. We've done Arkham City in thirds. How many videos did we get out of Arkham Asylum? I mean,
I feel like we got more. Oh, but that might have been because you
because
redid.
I restarted, yeah. So I like the second one was basically, still the first third
Yeah.
maybe. I feel like these
I'm
games aren't as
surprised.
long as I remember them, but maybe that's because I'm playing on a slightly easier difficulty, so I don't have to concentrate too much, and
Yeah,
also because I know what I'm doing. I think Arkham Asylum is just short, but
yeah.
Arkham City, I know what I'm doing, so it is shorter. What are the stats? Main story progress, 45%. Yeah, I'm almost there. Oh, almost there. Okay, bye bye, people. Goodbye, people.
Bye bye.
I do not want to turn on the camera. I want to stop the broadcast.